there, I want to show you a brand new innovation in string trimmers. This is called the TriMower. Now it looks at first glance like an ordinary trimmer, but I want to show you some key differences that set this trimmer apart from every other string trimmer on the marketplace. The main difference is normal trimmers, when you're trying to trim around garden beds, around the yard, around patio decks, you've got to lift and hover the trimmer. So all that weight is being borne on your shoulders and your arms. And it's a very slow process when you're trimming. You have to move along, rotate it. Sometimes you have to turn it to try to trim. But here's the big difference in the TriMower. It stands by itself. So why is that important? Well, what it means is I can mow while I trim. So it's almost like pushing along a vacuum. So it stays at the perfect height while I'm trimming. So the reason why it does that, first of all, it's got these incorporated wheels. But the real key is this glide guard. This little thing acts like a little shock absorber. It keeps it at the perfect height on your grass. So you're never going to trim too deep or too high. It's the perfect depth. So I can just turn it on. So of course I've got fake grass here, but I wouldn't do that on this fake grass if I knew I was going to tear it up, because it's not going to grow back. So that feature just allows me to glide that along. Now the second key feature is sometimes you want to trim around garden beds and things like that. Well, the key with this is I can go ahead and rotate that into a vertical position. So even in this mode, again, I'm going to be able to glide along without having to carry this. So if you're a petite gardener, or if you've got strength issues or a ton of grass area to trim, this is just so much less fatiguing. And again, it just allows you to get that perfect cut. So, and then the neat part, it's all push button activated, which, you know, it's easy to go from mode to mode. This also here can adjust the height of your TriMower. So I'm 6'1", I would probably put it at full extension. My wife is 5'2", she might need to just push it down a little bit. Even here, this is push button, so I can get this grip into that perfect angle that I want for when I'm going to be trimming. So that's the key difference here with the TriMower from every other trimmer on the market.